boots on the ground, putting it down. Get up, 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 get up. I got something to tell you I don't think they want you to know, but I'm going to tell you anyway. It's best-selling author Mickey D with The Scoop. I want to thank you for joining me. It's a pleasure. It's an honor to be on your electronic device. Thank you very, very much. Thank you for braving through, giving me 30 seconds, my friends, on the ads and stuff. I appreciate that very much. That helps the channel. Thank you for all of your support. Today, my friends, I'm going to tell you about a marijuana stock you shouldn't overlook. Now, this is a stock I talked about days ago because I talked about those stocks that when the things blow up and there's a little boom here, and we're going, it's one of those stocks that's going to do well during the boom. A couple of those stocks now are in their buy zone, and I just wanted to make you aware of them, my friends. As you know, this is for your education and your entertainment only. The Scoop. I'm not a stockbroker. I'm not a money manager. Not a financial advisor, my friends. Even though people want me to sometimes recommend things, I cannot do that. That's not what I do. I'm an author. I write books. I do deep research into these companies. I do technical analysis, my friends. We look at the charts. We look at all the indicators, my friends. We look at we do one thing that we do that a lot of companies don't do. In addition to the technical analysis, and we do the fundamental analysis, also look at the numbers and how much money the company's making and everything. During the dot-coms back in the day, I mastered something I called physical analysis, where I go out and I make sure that these companies are what they say they are, and we interview them and talk to them, talk to the CEO. And you can see I kind of use that same approach. You know, everybody's approach is different. You know, every show is different. You know the deal, guys. People do their own thing, and they should be appreciated for whatever it is they do. And that's what we do here. We sometimes, we knock on the door, we make phone calls. Sometimes we have to kick the door down. Sometimes we have to ask unpleasant questions at conferences or on conference calls and stuff. I was on a conference call this morning. Who was that? Green Growth Brands had their earnings out, and a couple just this past week. You have to do that, and sometimes you have to ask unpleasant questions. But we want to get answers, and our answers sometimes conflict with their answers. The company I'm talking about, though, that I want you to not to overlook, is not Planet 13. Now, Planet 13, I'm just wearing a Planet 13 shirt because Planet 13 is in the buy zone again, my buy zone. I'm not recommending anything. I don't recommend any stocks or anything. But I can tell you that Planet 13, over the last few days, we have had some pleasant visits with them, and their vision and my vision of what a good company is supposed to be, and the outlook for a good company, the minds are together here with management of Planet 13. I can unequivocally tell you that you can hitch your wagon to Planet 13 and you can ride Planet 13 for a minute. Planet 13, they'll have the water, THC water. They'll be one of the first ones out on a massive scale to have the water out there. The chocolates, my friends, will be out there because they're in position. They're in Las Vegas, and they're in position to make a lot of things happen. And I'm really fond. I really like the co-CEOs. One of which was the mayor of got big time contacts, big time connections. Worldwide, we're talking about, my friends. So you really have some winners in Planet 13, and I believe that, me personally, while it's in its buy zone, and the price fluctuates, but I'll be getting me some more anyway. But anyway, my friends, that's the story. The stock I want to tell you about is the marijuana stock I want to tell you about that I don't want you to overlook is one of the stocks that I was talking about that was one of those boom stocks when the market gets going. And there's some signs right now, just some little bitty signs that things are going to happen and things are, kind of perking up a little bit. And there's some heads coming, some squirrels are starting to come out and take a look around. But nothing definitive, my friends. So don't get too hyped up about it. I did have on Monday, it's very unusual, and I told you about it. I did have a buy signal on Medmen on Monday. Well, I guess that buy symbol was somewhat accurate, at least for a couple days. And I did believe I said the last time I had that particular symbol, it gained about 35 cents or so. So we at 140, this rally should trickle out. That was my prediction I guess on Monday. And now the end of the week, and you have a happy weekend and all that good stuff, my friends. But the largest indoor and outdoor marijuana farms in the world is out there. The African marijuana gold mine is out there. And investing at any age, start early or catch a mega trend is out there. So is make money online with cannabis stocks. I have a basic strategy in there. I list over 40 stocks. Also, my friends, how to start a marijuana investment club. You're gonna be the star of the investment club here come this holiday season, my friends. It's gonna be on you. Marijuana Day, Vanadium, and Uranium tomorrow. Companies you can get into early now. It's a mini book. I list some gold stocks in there. Uranium is coming on, my friends. We are early, but we have the stocks already, and we know exactly what's going to happen. We may even have an announcement next month. You never know. Our uranium stocks might hit the ceiling. Right now, they're really, really cheap, my friends. Promising medical marijuana and CBD treatments is out there. Investing in medical and recreational cannabis, buying before, during, and after legalization is out there. My friends, the stock I want to tell you not to overlook. Now, this stock, let me preface this by saying that oftentimes when I'm doing my research, right, I'll look at a company, I'll say, well, when did they have their last financing? And this is a trick for you also. And you may use it already. But I was looking, this summer, I was looking at a lot of uranium stocks, and I was looking at a lot of gold stocks. So I was doing a lot of research because I know they've been pummeled and it's time for them to rise up, right? Those particular sectors. So I was looking at, so when did they do their last financing? And I'd look at it and it'd say, well, they did their last financing at 25 cents. And for that 25 cents, you got one common share, and maybe you got a half warrant or something, a quarter warrant or something, you know. And the price of that 25 cent, when they did that financing then, the price is now 8 cents. So I'm saying to myself, wait, this is a decent little company here. The market's just depressed. It's a decent company. I said to myself, well, at 8 cents, if the last financing was done at a quarter and it's 8 cents, and with the half, another 8 cents, 25 cents, 8 cents. I said, oh, well, with the half, I'm good. 8 cents, I might as well dive in there, So I take a look at the last finance. I say that to say, there was a press release here today of a stock that I added to, my friends. They put out a press release today that they did a $28.75 million bought deal of a public offering of common shares. Now, the shares were offered at the capital of the company at they were offered at $9.40. Now, why is that important? It's important at what they were offered at now because the stock itself was under $8. So the stock is trading at under $8, and they announced, well, our recent offering and our money is at $9.40. Now, not always, but most of the time, this gives you an idea of what the stock is going to trade at. So that lets me know that $8 stock price is probably going to go up. $7.80, I believe is what it was. And it went up to $8. I'm talking about Village Farms, VFF. Village Farms, VFF on the Toronto and VFF on the NASDAQ. Opened at $7.80, it lingered around $8, and it finished at $8.57, up a little over 9% today. But my friends, they came out with the press release early, and if you would have taken a look at the news from the company in the press release, look at your news, And see, and you look at these and you say, every now and then they'll give you a clue. That's what all these press releases were giving me clues when I was reading them during the summer. And I was seeing what the last financing was done at. How much per share was, it doesn't always work that way, my friends. Doesn't always work that way. But sometimes that can give you a clue as to, hey, don't overlook this stock because there are people out there, professionals that do this for a living, that have pools of money that are willing to pay $9.40 for this stock that you can get now at $8. Now, I don't think there was any warrants or anything attached to it. I think it was just straight up one for one. And sometimes there are, like I said, there are warrants and things attached to them. But my friends, that can give you an idea. And this particular company, I believe, is still a buy now. And if it goes down a little bit, I'll be adding more to it, my friends, because I believe Village Farms International is a decent company. They've got cash on hand, like $42 million. All the analysts are all over the board. They're saying between 25 and 35. Most of the analysts have it around $30 a share. And we're talking about $8.57 stock. The analysts are saying, based on the numbers, next year, they're saying that this stock is going to be it's going to be a $30 stock. We're talking about earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization, better known as EBITDA. 2020, we're talking $148 million. So we're looking good there. That company is looking good, and it just remains to be seen what's going to transpire with a lot of these companies, my friends. And you listen, when a company like some of these companies, I told you T-God was going to zero. You probably could add, if they don't get bought out and they don't get money, they're going to, if no, it's easier, my friends, it's easier for a stock to go to zero if it's gone down to 50 cents. Let's face it. If it's $10 and it goes down to 50, it's easier to go to zero. You take stocks like, there's stocks all over the board that you hate to just single out stocks, but I'm just gonna have to make T-God my whipping child here because of the rounds I had with them as they were making their rounds and raising all that money and taking my money and your money and everybody else's money, and they had a good time spending it because we didn't get very much of a return on our money unless you were in early and you sold, and we were holding the bag on that one. No, I've since been out, but I still sold at a loss early on. We set those stops, my friends, and we try and get out of these things when we find out, that. And speaking of getting out of stocks, it's not a bad idea sometimes to trade stocks. Like for example, GW Pharma. You guys know this was the year of basically IIPR, Innovative Industrial Properties, which we started accumulating as a teenager because we read Make Money Online with Cannabis Stocks. Started accumulating it as a teenager, 17, 18, 19, and we sold out at, I don't know if you sold it, 139.5 or what have you. Sold out at the top. 135, 130, whatever. Well, I got stopped out. I was still waiting. I got stopped out just under $100. But that money and stuff we had to put to work somewhere else. Well, I selected GW Pharma. And I kept saying that GW Pharma between 110 and 120, I believe is a good buy. Now, there was only one purchase. I didn't get a chance to make another purchase. So I'm hoping it comes down. It's about 129, 130 now. May get an opportunity. It bumped up against a 50-day moving average. So we may get a chance to, 50 days acting as a resistance. So if it comes down a little bit and we get into that 110, 120 zone, we'll keep a close eye on it. I'll keep a close eye on it and see what happens there. That also, the IIPR, it's kind of headed a little south there a little bit. But I think that as we get closer to that 165, 60-ish area, I think it's going to get some serious consideration. I do believe so, my friends. I believe so. With that said, my friends, if you're not a subscriber, go ahead and hit subscribe. We'd love to have you. Give me a like. Let me know you're out there. Also, like I said, with the books, they're out there, my friends. You know, I can't advertise. I can't do nothing. You know, it's the time of the year where you know, you get your education on. It's that time, holiday season. Buy someone a book. You buy a book. Get some for your friend. Get yourself a T-shirt. Not Planet 13. Planet 13 is in the buy zone, and I just do believe in Planet 13. But I won't be wearing this shirt anymore on my show unless I go over to Planet 13, way over there, and try and drive over to that area and stuff and see what's going on. My friends, it's been fun. I love you. God bless you. Take care of you and your family. Have a great weekend. Stocks go up. Stocks go down. We've had some good days this week, my friends. It's been really good. It's like the pressure's kind of rising just a little. Not a lot, just a little. Things are happening just a little bit, but I wouldn't take it too far. Don't take it too far. Stocks go up, stocks go down. And we have the cream of the crop rising up a little bit. Those stocks that are supposed to be going up are either holding their own, or they're kind of going up or a little bit and a little down and then up, then down a little bit. Things are heating up, and they're gonna know. These guys are gonna get the go ahead, you know, on the states on the banking bill. They're gonna get the go ahead on that, and you'll know some of the big boys will start moving. Now, do I think really the only big boy I'm looking at right now? Well, I own GW Farmer and Canopy. Both of those I'm an owner of. So right now, those are the two heavyweights I think that are going to lead this pack forward. Some of the other, you know, I hate to say it, but over at Aurora, my buddy Cam, I got to put a call in, and I got to see what's going on over there, man. That Cam, Aurora, you know, and Afria is just you know, up and down, up down. I don't know. You know, it's going to be left to companies like Green Thumb Industries, companies like True Leaf, companies like Charlotte's Web. You know, they're going to be, those are the ones that are going to be just led to lead the way, man. They got to lead the way. Some of these other guys, they got to get out of the way, man. These guys touting these Zenobas and these this and that and these other crazy little stocks, man. They got to get out of the way. It's time for the big boys to take charge. It's time. Not this round. We made money last year and the year before with the little junk stocks. It's time, my friends. It's time for the big boys to take charge. It's time for the big dogs. I'm talking about the aircraft carriers. I'm talking about the carriers. It's time for the carriers to do something. And some of those stocks, they're really, unless we get states' rights, we get some legislation. We get some legislation that's going to lift all the boats. But if we don't get any legislation, my friends, then the big boys got to take charge. That's all there is to it. That's the bottom line. And we don't want to overlook stocks like Village Farms. You know, any stock, you know, $6, $7, $8, $9, $10, they're going to be in the ball game. $11, $12, $13, they're going up, and these other stocks, unfortunately, are going down. Many of them are going to zero. And I will be coming out. It's going to be a special. It's going to be a premiere. I'm going to come out with a premiere on those stocks that are going to zero. It's just been too much recommendations for that. I'm going to get it for my subscribers. Man, I wish there was some way I could lock my people in, because everybody's going to see it and they're going to have access to information that I want from my subscribers. I want it for you guys. You've been here. You've been the loyal bunch that's been here. This information I want for you guys. Is there any way we can cut this thing and just have it for you guys? I'm gonna figure out a way. I'm gonna figure out a way because I want you guys to have this information, not the whole world. My subscribers, because there's plenty of them. Stay away, stay away. And the little example I gave you today on these companies and some of their the way they put these press releases out and the way they did their last financing, my friends. If the company did a financing at $3 and the stock is trading for $1, chances are the stock is going to go up. Now, if they do a financing at $10 and the stock is at $20, chances are the stock is going to come down and meet that $10 or meet it halfway somewhere, but it's coming down. It's a real simple way of judging what direction you think a stock is going to go in. Now, if they're way off, like some of these stocks are going to be doing now because money is getting harder to get, they're going to be financing at these really crazy levels because they're not going to be able to hold on. There's a few stocks out there that can hold on, don't have to do financing probably for another 6 months or another year. But there are a lot of companies out there, they need money like yesterday. T-God, all that money you guys should have gave the money to me, man. I would have kept it in good hands for you instead of everybody doing everything. Anyway, you guys have a great weekend. Love you. God bless you. Take care of you and your family. And remember, stocks go up, stocks go down, my friends. And we just take it one day at a time. Love you. God bless you. Take care of all of you and your family and friends. Take care. Love you.